Hi there. This time we're gonna see how easy it is to capture leads through a sign, and we're gonna do it this time for our friends in real estate. So let's check it out. So first thing is we're gonna make it here to the front page of the website. Obviously, we can access it by going to this URL here, qr-mix.com, and it's gonna bring you here, and we're gonna say yes to all cookies. Right, we want to do that. And then the next thing we're gonna do is obviously we're gonna log in. If you don't have yet an account, just simply go to register, choose a plan that works best for you. These plans are down here. This is the most popular one, so this is what we're gonna be using today. Okay, so let's go and check it out. And when you click and log in, it's going to bring you to this page right here. This is the email I'm going to be using today, and this is the page that you're going to see. And simply we're going to put our credentials in, and we're going to just go right in. Once you're in the inside of your dashboard, these are the options you're going to find. There are no records to show, meaning we have not created any QR codes just yet. So we're going to go ahead and create one right now. What we want to do is, since we want to capture leads, we want to create basically a lead capturing form. And how we do that is we're going to create a QR code. We're going to click on that. I'm going to come here and create a lead form. And we're going to give it a name. Let's just say leads. And we're going to hit next. And we're going to go to the next page where we're going to start designing how our website is going to look like. Now, you remember these QR codes have two phases of the process, basically, is what it is. One to design the website, the other one to design the actual QR code. For now, I think it's important to keep it simple until you get the hang of the whole tool and everything that you can do with it. As you can see, you have settings, colors, you can add images to it, and then you have the responses, which you can also access through your dashboard here, or you're gonna get on your email, as we're gonna see here in a second. So let's just go ahead and start formulating here the questions, okay? I'm gonna come here and we're gonna say, okay, this is how our buttons are gonna look like. You can see here, submit button. It says submit. You can leave it like that, or you can change it. Okay, I like to put next on this one, and then if you want to put a header of your company, you can. Again, let's keep it simple. First thing we want to do is we want to start adding questions so you can start seeing content over here. And so what do we want to ask people? It's up to you really how your market reacts better. Everyone is different. Some people will like a long questionnaire. I'm friends with short and to the point things, to where people are actually wanting a little more and they have to actually reach out to you. Someone that's in the market to buy a house, and they're ready to go, they're more likely to give you information, and we have to make it easy for them to give it to you. So why don't we start with the name? And we'll make that our first question, and it's very simple. We're gonna mark it required because we don't want them to be able to go to the next question without giving you the name. This is the way that we filter the leads from the good ones to the, let's just say, less good ones, for the lack of a better word, right? A person that has a high intention of communicating with you is more likely to give you the name. Therefore, we're gonna make it required. They can always exit the form and get out of it if they don't want to give you the name. And we're gonna hit OK, and we're gonna head to the next question, and we just say, what is your phone number or email? Let's just say email for now. It doesn't really matter. You can, like I said, you can make this your own. So make sure you do that, and make sure whatever you put in here represents the way that your company conducts business and the way that people are used to the branding that you do, whether you work for a broker or you have your own firm and you're the broker. Make sure you stick within the, I don't know, colors, logos, things like that that you can later on just make appear here. You want to stick within those. Once we have created the questions and the things that you um, wanted to put in here basically and ask the potential client, then we wanna make sure that we set up this for success, and we do it in a couple of ways. We wanna here. I wanna use an email that I can actually show you what it goes. Um, and notice that you can comma separate as many emails. So let's say you work with a team and you're not at the office, but a team member is, and you're not able to get to it. They can always get the email telling you, hey, you just got a new lead. Get to it as soon as you can. Here is the information, and they can forward you the email, or you can simply be notified of your email. If you get notifications on your phone, you can simply be notified that you just got a new email with a new lead. Okay, this here is simply to allow one or more than one submissions per browser, and that means if the same person is trying to submit a lead again, they won't be able to if you set it up to only have one submission per browser. The other thing that will set you definitely up for success here is once the client has submitted, or the potential client has submitted this form, you want the client to be redirected to a URL. And in this case, let's just say they're looking at the property 123 Main Street, and you think you have a couple of other listings that are kind of around that criteria. If you know your inventory, which you should anyways, you may want to send them to your page where you have these properties listed, and you can just simply put a URL in there. I'm going to use, in this case, I'm just going to use HAR just to use a general one, and so you can see what it does. But yeah, you want, so basically the order that things are going to happen is they will click, as I'm going to show you here in a second. Client will scan the QR code, the form will pop up. They're going to complete the form real quick. They're going to hit next. And then you're going to come here. They're going to put their emails in here at solo.com. And then they're going to hit submit. Once this is submitted, as you can see, you're prompted to the whatever URL you set here. That's what the client is going to get. It's as simple as that. And then what else does it happen here? Well, it's very simple. You get to the lead responses, and when you come here, you're gonna see that right away you just got a lead response that if you are on, and we're gonna name this, we're gonna actually come back here and name it because we want to know where this comes from, and we only put lead as a name of the form. But if we come here, we can just come in here and say, let's just edit this, and let's just call it 123 Main Street, because you do want to identify what are you doing with your signs, and what sign is what, so you know where the leads come from. Although another thing that it's going to tell you is when was this scanned, the city that was scanning, the time that it was scanning. It will give you all the analytics just like any other QR code will. But it's always a good practice to identify your properties by maybe address. I don't know, however it's best for you. Maybe you want to say listing 1, listing 2, or listing 3. It doesn't really matter. The second step of this is simply, well, you have to go to the QR code side of it. And then here, I would recommend something that is easy, appealing. Again, if you have colors that you like to show, you more than welcome to use them. Customize this a little bit, make yourself stand out from the rest of the market, as it is really crowded, and you don't want to be just like everybody else, obviously. So we're gonna look in here for something that could be appealing for your business. As you can see, you can, I don't know, if you're a plumber, you can use a plumber, you can mason. I mean, you have it all. In this case, we are looking for something that looks like a real estate. So I think it's wise to use, let's just say, for example, the house and the key. and it resembles obviously a good real estate sign. You can change again. You can just come in here and change the colors of the sign any way you want. You can just play with these things and make it however your brand looks like. Don't complicate it much. As you can see, the software will tell you, hey, this may be, so make sure you always double check your QR codes and make sure they scan before you actually put it on a property, because they'll tell you, hey, this may not scan because it's a complex shape. So make sure your QR code works. And once you're done doing all this, play with this too. Feel free to have plenty of signs, preload logos, but you can use your own. You can add text to it. You can just, come here and type. So, whatever you want to do, just be creative. Do whatever you want. You're more than welcome to do so. It's set up for that. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit next. And when you hit next, you're gonna have a couple of options here. You're just gonna download it. Let's just say PNG. You always want to choose the high resolution. This do just fine, but if you're gonna use like a super high resolution printing or something like that, then you want to use 4K. This does just fine. And once you're done with that, you are set and ready to go. Your leads are gonna always appear. Your QR codes that you create will always appear here on the front of your dashboard, and your lead responses are gonna be here, and also on your email, which I'm gonna show you here in a second. And so you can see how it looks like. This is the email that I just got from the lead that I just received when someone went to my property, scanned the sign that I had out there, and I was just notified that I just had a lead, as you can see here. You have a great day. Happy selling.